Let's talk Tanya for the 28th of Cheshvan of a leap year. Today we start a new chapter in Kunter, and this chapter takes us back to something which the Alter Rebbe talked about in Likutei Amarim in chapter 39. There the Alter Rebbe talks about the importance of kavanah. Kavanah, which means intent, which means that when a person davens, when a person learns, when a person does a mitzvah, it's very important that the motivation be the proper motivation. And what is the proper motivation for davening, learning, serving Hashem? That would be avas Hashem on the one side, a love for God, and therefore a desire to connect to Him through the study of Torah or doing mitzvahs. And on the other side, yira, which is an awe and reverence for Hashem. If a person davens and learns with the proper kavanah, so then the davening, the learning, it soars up to the higher worlds with the potential of even making it all the way to the world of Bria, the spiritual world of Bria. But what about if a person doesn't have the proper kavanah? So then, here we find the difference. When it comes to studying Torah, if you study Torah without kavanah, so the Torah still goes up. It goes up to the world of Yitzirah, and it even has an impact over there. Actually, the Torah causes the creation of angels in the world of Yitzirah. On the other hand, if a person davens without kavanah, so then the davening doesn't go up at all. It remains stuck over here. And the obvious question is, why the difference? If you do have kavanah, both davening and learning both go to the same place. Why is it that without kavanah, learning goes up to the world of Yitzirah and creates angels, and davening does not? So the Rebbe explains that when a person is learning Torah without the proper kavanah, so yes, you're missing something important, something positive. You're missing the kavanah, but there also isn't anything negative over here that's blocking the ascent of this Torah to a higher world. Not only isn't there anything negative, there's also the underlying, what we call the ava mesuteres, the hidden love which exists within every single Jewish person, the hidden love for God. And because there's nothing blocking it from going up, there's nothing negative over there, and also you have that hidden love, so it goes up to the world of Yitzirah where it creates angels. However, when a person davens without kavanah, if you don't have that love for God, that awe for God, so when you're davening, what's going to happen? Your mind is wandering, and you have all sorts of what's called machshava zaras, foreign thoughts, and those thoughts, they actually block the davening from going up to a higher world. And interestingly, we find a parallel to that also in Torah study. And what is that? That if a person studies Torah not only without kavanah, but with a negative kavanah, a negative motivation. For example, a person is studying Torah for the purpose of what they think that through becoming a scholar, they'll be given fame and glory and honor. So then, the Torah does not go up to the world of Yitzirah, does not create angels. Why? Because once again, there is something negative. That egotistical intention that you have blocks it from actually going up to a higher world. Now, the Rebbe says something interesting. Actually, davening without kavanah is better than learning Torah with a negative kavanah. Even though both of them have this blockage. When you daven without kavanah, you have the foreign thoughts. When you're learning Torah with the wrong kavanah, you have the ulterior motives. Both of them are blocking it from going up, but there's a difference. And that is, when a person is davening without kavanah, okay, so they're not experiencing right now this love for God, this awe for God, but why are they davening? They're davening because Hashem said to daven. So the original and the source of the davening is all good. When a person studies Torah for the wrong reasons, they're studying Torah for the wrong reasons. They're not doing it because Hashem wants them to. They're doing it because they want to get the honor and the glory. And therefore, the Arizal tells us that davening, if you daven without kavanah, then that davening can be elevated very easily. How? If over the next year, we can collect from all your davenings over the next year, one complete davening with kavanah, meaning one day at kavanah and one bracha, another day at kavanah and another part of davening, another day at kavanah and another part, all together, they take the davenings, all the davenings without kavanah that you had, they put it on their shoulders and they elevate it. On the other hand, if a person learns Torah with the wrong intentions, then over there, just learning it again with the proper intention doesn't help. Over here, actually you need to do tshuva. And that is again because the original reason why you're learning it is a wrong reason. In tomorrow's Tanya, the Alter Rebbe is going to look at a few different places in Kabbalah which discuss this topic that we're talking about today, and where there seems to be some contradictions, and the Alter Rebbe is going to resolve those contradictions.